Oh, hi friends! Welcome back to another episode of Generation Films. My name is American Ben. Science fiction is more than just a genre. It's a movement attempting to warn the world about aliens. Warhammer 40k, Halo, Aliens, all are classics of science fiction. But when it comes to Marvel and the Avengers, people usually exclude it from the genre. But Marvel has a lot of potential to expand upon the elements of science fiction that exist in its cinematic universe. For one, they already have a hell of a lot of spaceships and slowly evolving, though still unexpansive lore behind them. Yet, no one really talks about the ships in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and so today, I am going to try and cover all of them, including movies only, and briefly explain the significance of each. Now please keep in mind, in some cases there will be little to no information at all, but I'll do my best. And if you know anything more, please add your knowledge in the comments below. But first, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell. It really helps us out, and remember, every time someone subscribes to Generation Films, a dolphin loses its fins. Now back to your regularly scheduled ships. First up is the Arks seen in Thor: The Dark World. The Arks are perhaps the most common warships used by the Dark Elves of Svartalfheim. The Arks are massive in size and capable of carrying many Dark Elf Harrow fighters on board. They are powered by black holes and are capable of light speed travel. They are also equipped with cloaking devices which can mask them from even the Great Heimdall for a short period. Next, Asgardian skiffs, seen in Thor: The Dark World and Ragnarok, are hovercraft warships used by the Asgardians for transportation. The skiffs are armed with rapid-firing rotary plasma cannons and are also equipped with missiles capable of destroying Dark Elf Harrows in a single burst. The Dark Elf Harrows, seen in Thor: The Dark World, were a class of ships used as starfighters by the Dark Elves. The Harrows can destroy Asgardian skiffs with ease, one of its weapons being a blade protruding from above the engine that can be used to demolish things around it. The Benatar, seen in Infinity War, is a Ravager M-class spaceship used by the Guardians of the Galaxy as their main vehicle following the destruction of the Milano. The Milano, seen in both Guardians films, was a customized M-ship used by Peter Quill and the Guardians. It was destroyed in a space battle with the Sovereign's Omnicrafts. Omnicrafts, seen in Guardians 2, are remotely controlled spacecrafts used by the Sovereign to hunt down their enemies across space. The front of the craft actually only projects an image of the pilot, who is really in a pod back on the Sovereign planet. The Benatar space pod, like the Benatar also seen in Infinity War, is an auxiliary vehicle attached to the Benatar that can be used for ship escapes or for short-distance transportation into the atmosphere of planets. The Ravager construction from Guardians is a Ravager ship equipped with huge forward-facing cannons that fire large energy-based projectiles. Next, Black Panthers Jet, seen in Captain America: Civil War, is a Wakandan-designed jet that serves as T'Challa's main use of transportation. The Royal Talon Flyer, seen in Black Panther, is T'Challa's personal aircraft. The aircraft is capable of flying at high speeds and features cloaking technology that makes it invisible to the human eye. The craft's hull is very strong and able to resist shots from dragon flyers. The Talon Flyer is also equipped with various weapons, including dual cannons and a sonic overload ability that is powerful enough to destroy nearby aircraft, but also reboots the control systems of the Talon Flyer, causing it to go into freefall for a few seconds. The aircraft can also be remotely piloted using remote access Kyoyo beads. Chitauri Chariots, seen in the Avengers, Civil War, and Spider-Man: Homecoming, are the primary method of transportation used by the Chitauri, and also serve as their main combat fighters, as seen during the Battle of New York. The Chitauri Command Center, seen in the Avengers and Avengers: Age of Ultron, was the large command ship that the Chitauri used to transport and house their army. When the Chitauri Command Center was destroyed, the Chariots were disabled. It was taken out by a redirected nuclear missile, courtesy of our guy, Tony Stark. The Commodore, seen in Thor: Ragnarok and Avengers: Infinity War, was a leisure ship used by the Grand Master. The Grand Master was known to hold giant orgies and celebrations on the ship. Eventually, Thanos used the Power Stone to destroy it along with the Statesman. The Statesman, also seen in Ragnarok and Infinity War, was a massive ship once owned by the Grand Master, that Loki and the Sakarans used to escape Sakaar and evacuate the Asgardians from Asgard during Hela's assault on the planet. The Sanctuary 2, seen during the credits in Thor: Ragnarok and mainly in Infinity War, is Thanos' massive warship. The Sanctuary 2 is one of the most powerful warships in the entire universe. Using information from the comics, Sanctuary 1 was 2,000 feet long, 2,000 feet wide, and 1,000 feet high. But Sanctuary 2 seems much larger than that, dwarfing the Statesman. Sanctuary 2's capabilities are somewhat unknown, but they may be akin to Sanctuary 1's, which featured ionized plasma engines, artificial intelligence, a teleportation system, thermonuclear missiles, a starburster ion cannon, a giant hangar for small spacecraft, and a force field surrounding it so strong the ship was almost indestructible. The Dark Aster, seen in Guardians and Captain Marvel, was a Kree warship and a flagship under Ronan the Accuser. The 3-mile-wide ship had no weapons, but it served as a carrier for thousands of necrocrafts within its rotating wings. The ship was destroyed during the invasion of Xandar. Necrocrafts, seen in Guardians and Infinity War, are ships used by Sakarans and under Ronan's command were sent all over the galaxy looking for the orb. Mining pods, seen in Guardians and Infinity War, are space vehicles used to mine the biological materials of nowhere. The pods are supposedly very hard to destroy and are only vulnerable to blasts from necrocrafts. Dragon Fliers, seen in Black Panther and Infinity War, are a type of Wakandan aircraft. They were used by Eric Killmonger to deliver vibranium weapons around the globe and were used by Wakandans during the Battle of Wakanda to battle the Black Order and Outriders. The Eclector, seen in the Guardians movies, was the main ship used by Yondu's Ravager clan, and served as a port to the M-ships. It was blown up by Yondu during his escape from the ship with the Guardians. The Quadrant is a detachable part of the Eclector, and was used by Yondu, Rocket Raccoon, Groot, and Kraglin ob Fonteri to escape from the Eclector in Guardians 2. Ego's ship, seen in Guardians 2, was the ship used by Ego and Mantis to travel across the galaxy. Ego used his ability to manipulate matter in order to create the ship. When Ego's planet was destroyed, so went the ship. The F-22 Raptor, seen in Iron Man, the Avengers, and Captain Marvel, is a single-seat, twin-engine, super-maneuverable fighter. The aircraft, used mainly by the United States Armed Forces, is designed as an air superiority fighter and also employs stealth technology. The F-35 Lightning II, seen in the Avengers and Civil War, is a single-seat, single-engine, multi-role fighter aircraft designed for ground attacks and air defense missions, and also features stealth technology for reconnaissance tasks. Air Force One, seen in Iron Man 3, is the United States Air Force craft that transports the President of the United States. SHIELD helicopters, seen in the Avengers and Captain America Winter Soldier, are a series of helicopters used by SHIELD for various operations. The Focke-Wulf Triebflugel, seen in Captain America the First Avenger, was an advanced rocket plane used by Hydra during World War II. It was a vertical takeoff and landing tail-sitter interceptor that was designed for local defensive factories or areas with no airfields. The Helicarrier, seen in the Avengers, Captain America the Winter Soldier and Civil War, and Avengers Age of Ultron, is an advanced aerial vehicle that functions as a modern aircraft carrier would. Though, the Helicarrier is capable of sustained, independently powered flight thanks to its 4 massive engines that provide it lift. Eventually, Tony Stark replaced their turbine engines with repulsors. Further upgrades saw the Helicarriers armed with long-range dorsal and ventral guns and cannons. The Helicarrier is also capable of stealth deployment as it has retro-reflective panels lining its hulls, which make it invisible to human vision below a certain elevation, and advanced radar cloaking abilities. Helion, seen in Captain Marvel, is the ship used by Starforce. The ship is capable of landing underwater to avoid detection. The Hydra Parasite, seen in Captain America the First Avenger, was a flying atomic bomb produced by Hydra during World War II. These bombs, controlled by a single pilot, had the power to obliterate entire cities and were carried in groups of 8 aboard the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie, seen also in the First Avenger, was an advanced super bomber plane used by Hydra during World War II. They were designed by former Hydra head Johann Schmidt to combine the abilities of both prop planes and stealth bombers, and were equipped to launch suicide drone bombs which doubled as auxiliary propellers. The Laser Drill, seen in Guardians 2, is a drill ship built by the Tivon Group and stolen by Yondu Donta. It was used by the Guardians to drill a hole in Ego's core. Mar-vell's laboratory from Captain Marvel is an Imperial Kree space cruiser where Mar-vell conducted her experiments on the Tesseract. Not much is known yet about the ship's capabilities, but it does obviously have stealth cloaking technology. Q-ships, also seen in Infinity War, are massive ring-shaped spaceships used by Thanos and the Black Order. Thanos stored them inside Sanctuary 2 and deployed them during his various invasions. Then, from the Q-ships, Outrider dropships could be deployed. The Outrider dropships, seen in Infinity War, are spaceships used to hold and deploy Outriders, a mindless species of aliens subservient to Thanos and the Black Order. The Quinn Jet, seen in Captain Marvel, is a technologically advanced cargo ship built by Project Pegasus, a joint SHIELD NASA US Air Force project to study the Tesseract. The aircraft has vertical takeoff and landing capabilities, had angle adjustable rotors in each wing enhancing its maneuverability, and is equipped with all sorts of weapons, including a GAU-17A Gatling gun. Thanks to a Skrull tech upgrade, the jet became capable of space travel. The Quinn Jet, seen in 9 different MCU movies, is the successor to the Quad Jet, and is used commonly by the Avengers and strike teams for transportation. The jet's wings contain turbine fans, which give it unique flight capabilities. Though lightly armed, S.H.I.E.L.D. eventually upgraded the jet with more weapons during Project Insight. The Quantum Vehicle from Ant-Man and the Wasp is a technologically advanced vehicle that allows for entry into the quantum realm. Stakar Ogord's warship from Guardians 2 is the main ship used by Stakar Ogord's clan of Ravagers. Star Blasters, seen in both Guardians films, are a class of ships used by the Nova Corps. They are equipped with tractor beams capable of incapacitating criminals and also fire a red beam capable of destroying enemy ships. Star Blasters can also create an energy barrier by linking to adjacent ships. The Star Cargo plane, seen in Spider-Man Homecoming, was a specialized plane that Tony Stark had wanted to use to transfer his stuff from Avengers Tower to the new Avengers facility. The plane possessed advanced cloaking capabilities akin to that of the Helicarrier, including retroreflective panels linking its hulls, which makes it invincible to human vision below a certain elevation, and radar cloaking technology. The plane was damaged by Vulture and crashed into the beach at Coney Island. Transporters, also called lifeboats and Jason Statham, are flying vehicles used by S.H.I.E.L.D. to evacuate large populations as they did the population of Novigrad Sokovia in Age of Ultron. The Warbird, seen in Guardians, is the M-ship Rocket Raccoon used to destroy the Dark Aster. Finally, Warsong from Thor Ragnarok was a spaceship used by Valkyrie on Sakaar. The ship was destroyed by Topaz, the Grandmaster's bodyguard, during Thor, Hulk, and Valkyrie's escape from Sakaar. Whew! That's it, a brief explanation of every single ship in the Marvel Cinematic Universe's movies. If I missed any, which I might very well have, please let me know in the comments below. Now show me you love me and hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and we will do more of these. For now, I'm American Ben. Remember that aliens suck, and I'll catch you next time. Generation Films, peace.